I'm Anthony Beeler, and thanks for purchasing the Angles as a Second Language course. This is a copy of the Maximize Your Potential Angles as a Second Language book. I would recommend that you buy that. You can visit www.poolteacher.com to purchase a copy. What we're going to do today is we're going to begin by looking at the proper stance. And if you're going by the manual, you'll notice that stance will begin on page 14. That's what we're going to look at first. We're going to look at the stance and alignment section, and we're going to continue on with that until we get through with the fundamentals. So stance is what we'll look at first. To begin with, whenever you're approaching a shot, and for example, if it's a straight in shot or whatnot, no matter which kind of shot that it is, you always want to do your aiming while that you're standing up. So if I was approaching this 7 ball here, what I would do is I would put the cue at the position where I would normally hold it. And then I'm going to pin the cue to my side, near the seam of my pants pocket. And once I pin it there, I'm going to put my dominant eye over top of the cue. And I'm going to sight the shot. And I'm going to see the shot line as I approach the shot. Now you might ask, why am I putting the cue to my side? Have you ever seen people that shoot shots, and the first time they go to shoot a ball, their head will be up here, and then the next time their head will be back here? The variation comes from the varying foot placement that the person might have. So we want our feet to be in the same place each and every time. So in order to do that, we have to use our cue as a measuring stick. So again, I'm going to hold the cue at the normal grip position. I'm going to pin it to my side near the seam of my pants pocket. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of tiptoe forward until that tip is almost up against the cue ball. You'll see that my right foot here is parallel to the shot line going in. Now once I've reached this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to move my left foot. My left foot will go out, it will go up, it can go somewhere in between, but it will never ever go back. That's very important. You know, the left foot can be placed a lot of different places, and it's going to depend on you as to where that you place it, based upon your own individual body structure. Some people may need their feet a little further apart than other people. But that right foot is going to be a constant. It's parallel to that shot line, and you know, if I come up here again and my hand's still in the same place on the cue as I walk forward, my feet will come pretty much to the same place each time. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to have to get down on the ball. Now, to get down on the ball, I should always look at the contact point on the object ball. Now, why is that? Well, if you're doing your aiming while you're standing up, you don't want your head weaving in or out as you go down the shot. So the way that we eliminate that is we concentrate on the contact point of the object ball. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to concentrate on the contact point of the object ball, and then I'm going to get down to my stance. So again, let's go through that again. Pin the cue near the seam of my pants pocket. I'm going to walk forward till the tip's almost touching the cue ball, and you'll note that my feet come pretty close to the same position each time, because this cue is my measuring stick to be sure that I don't get too close to the ball. And once I'm here, what I'm going to do is, as I'm coming down, I'm going to concentrate on the contact point of the object ball. And again, remember that my left foot will go up or out or somewhere in between, but it will never, ever, ever go back. So let's try that. Let's see how that looks. So that's pretty much stance in a nutshell. you want both of your legs kind of parallel, looking forward, and then you're going to just adjust that once that you get down the shot. You might ask, what's the advantage of using a squared up snooker stance? Well, to begin with, just think about it like this. If you're walking down the street, it's very, very natural for us to swing our arms this way. So as we square up to the ball, it's very, very natural for our arms to move this way. If we're using a traditional type of stance, we may be going across our body, and it's just not as natural as that of someone who's squaring up to the ball. It's just much, much more natural. But that's stance in a nutshell.